Hello. How's everybody doing? We're just gonna pull this up real quick. Oh boy. This is this is a nuclear bomb in regards to like terrible apology videos. Out of all the apology videos there have been, this is like nuclear levels of bad. Holy shit. This video is awful. What's up, everybody? Give me one sec, and we'll get started. Alrighty, I'm back. So, as usual, I will start off with the shoutouts of people who stopped by at first thing. We have X Lucas, we have Rob Blake, Chang, Cyrix was here, Sara Platinum, Boney Taloni, or Tony, Some Guy Online, Tron1110, Self Aware. Thank you, Some Guy, for being a member for 8 months. You are awesome, dude. We have New Vegas Boy, or New Vegas Boy, whichever. We have Psychonaut Therapy, we have Danny Lion, The Shmeez, Master of Gaming, Demplitz, and Joseph Hungerford. Thank you all for stopping by first thing. Now, MamaMax has responded, ladies and gentlemen. It's 15 minutes long, and it's awful, long story short. I got to see this apology when it came out while I was at work. I watched it while I was at work, and oh my god, it is awful. It is actually astounding how he could post something this bad. So this is him responding to it's not just him responding to criticism. Well, he does it really poorly, but I think I can't even describe it with words on how bad it is. I mean, like, I can do the bare minimum and describe what he's doing in this video is that he feels incompetent. He feels like he can't do anything right. That's the gist of most of this video, and we just got to get into it. This video is awful. It is god awful. This was live. This was a premiere. This is even worse. This was live. Oh my god, Max, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? This is pathetic. Anyways, let's read chat real quick. Hi. I am scared of outside. What time is it for you, Danny? Because it's fair if it's nighttime. Am I going to do a video response to this as well? Maybe. Probably not, because I'm already responding to it live, so I don't see the point in responding to it twice. Bro got ratioed in his own video. For real. It's got to be a first, right? I can't imagine another time that Max could have gotten ratioed like this. And it's only going to get worse. Felt very woe is me while dodging any of the criticism. Exactly. And we're going to get into it. We're going to dissect this apology. This quote-unquote apology. Because, let me tell you. I was watching this at work, right? 2 minutes in, I got pissed off. I got pissed off 2 minutes into video. It is actually baffling that you have a 15-minute long video trying to address things and you pissed me off in 2 minutes. As a former MamaMax fan, you've pissed me off 2 minutes within this video. And I'm going to show you all why. Yay, brother near live stream. Hi. Couldn't keep that same energy, exactly. Anyways, let's just get it right into this. This is a bullshit video. We're just gonna get right into it.
So, I just completed a 30-minute video called Silencing All Survivors.
Silence All Survivors. What a strange title. I know it's kind of similar to Believe All Abusers, kind of like how he addressed his exes. Silence All Survivors, though, that's a very sus title for a video. It also feels like a straw man because we don't want to silence the survivors. We're saying you're incompetent at what you're doing. It's not like that, Max. What you're doing is wrong. How you're operating to catch this Camden guy is wrong. What we're doing is saying that you're doing a bad job. You're supposed to be saving these people, and you haven't. You've made things worse. Dreamcatcher with $5. Thank you. I know you said you looked up to him, but I always had a bad feeling about him from the start. He seemed to be self-righteous and pretentious. I can see that. I've been watching him since IMVU, and well, more so Pick a Side, because Pick a Side came, I think, before IMVU. But ever since Pick a Side, I've been hooked to MamaMax because, again, like I said in the video I made, I think what he was doing was a very noble cause. But ever since this whole God cult thing, I've been starting to see the cracks. Shit's going down bad, Jakey. It's going down really bad. When's the next response video that isn't a live stream? When I feel like it, because there's not much to cover. The military is out in full force today. There's just jets hovering over my house. But yeah, let's keep going.
That addresses pretty much everything. It addresses criticisms. It addresses my approach. It includes apologies. It includes a call to action on Camden.
It includes a call to action. So why isn't that video out? Why do you have this instead? Like, if you wanted to double down and you already have a video ready to be uploaded, why not just have that? Like, this is stupid. Why not just have that video? You don't need to waste more time making another video just lazily addressing any criticism.
Information about everything, like
and the silence in his apology video. It's bad. You know he done fucked up. It's like he knows he done fucked up and he doesn't want to admit it.
But I showed it to some trusted friends and the survivors.
Trusted friends. Why? What benefit do you get out of showing that video to, quote, trusted friends? Wouldn't it be better to just make the entire thing public? You're supposed to be addressing this criticism, right? Usually when you want to address criticism, you want to do it publicly, not show it to a few friends and then decide to make an entirely different video. That's weird, and it's stupid. It's pointless, too. Because you already have a video done, but you decide to make another one because why the fuck not? He's waiting for Muda and Nicholas Diorio's video to drop. Yeah. It feels like... You know what it is? It's a panic response. This video is a panic response. Because like Halo Caleb said, he is trying to address criticism before the videos from Mudahar and Nicholas Diorio come out. This is a panic response.
Some people loved it.
Majora Jeff, I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing?
Some people had a few criticisms, and then some people hated it and told me not to upload it.
And you should take their advice. Not only should you have taken their advice, you shouldn't have uploaded this video at all. Yet you felt the need to. You feel the need to damage control. And not only do you do that, but I bet 10 times out of 10, because I didn't watch the entire thing. I bet 10 times out of 10, you're going to deflect and hide behind the survivors because you've been constantly doing that. I address everything to the voices in my head. Good one, Shmi.
I've got people telling me just talk about the case and nothing else. I've got people telling me just address the criticisms. I've got people telling me just apologize.
And you got people telling you, show us the evidence. You keep calling this Camden guy a predator. You call him this vampire werewolf cult leader that manipulated hundreds of minors. Hundreds. Not even just 100. Hundreds of minors. You're saying he did that. You're taking the word of a bunch of people. And you have a server, right? Because he has a server. And it's full of that evidence. Show it. Show us the concrete evidence. Show us that Camden is a predator. Show us what Camden has done. Because we still don't know what fucking Camden Gerard Davis has done.
I feel like I'm being pulled in every which way. And no matter how hard I try, I cannot make everyone happy.
That should be the least of your concerns, Max. Making people happy should be the least of your concerns when you are a pedophile hunter. You care more about the entertainment of your fans and making people happy over saving the survivors from this supposed predator? Give me a fucking break.
I'm trying to prioritize the survivors over myself. But then, where do I put like the general public in that priority list? It's very difficult.
I mean, naturally, when you're a pedophile hunter, things are going to get pretty fucking difficult. You should have known that first thing when you were going to do something like this. When you dedicate your entire channel to exposing these people, you should have known from the beginning that this can be difficult.
I feel like I'm in an impossible position where I just can't seem to do the right thing. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry I can't make all of you happy.
Jesus Christ, dude, this is pathetic. You feel incompetent. You feel incompetent when you're a pedophile hunter. Maybe you shouldn't be one in the first place, Max. If you really feel like that you're incompetent and you can't do your job right, and you feel sorry for messing things up, maybe you should move on to other things. If you really feel incompetent, if you really feel like you can't do anything right, just quit.
I'm sorry to Charlie for dragging him into a case that is...
You're just now apologizing to Charlie? Oh my god, dude. This is so stupid. $5 from or £5 from Mythical. MamaMax was on the Epstein flight list. At this point, yes, I agree.
Not necessarily his fight. And I'm sorry.
You should have known that from the very beginning, Max. You should have known that not everybody wants to talk about things like this.
Sorry.
And why did it take you this long to apologize to Charlie?
I'm sorry to my audience who don't even know what the heck is going on. Like I'm uploading shorts, I'm doing live streams, I'm doing weird ass videos. Just trying to find the remaining survivors of Camden Gerard Davis. That has always been the goal for this awareness campaign. And while it's worked in some respect, it's also caused a lot of issues.
Yeah, especially with the supposed predator, right? Because if you guys remember, when he threatened to strike Larix for covering him, he also wanted to highlight that the streams he did could potentially make Camden aware that of what wow, I can't speak today. They could potentially make Camden aware of what Max is doing. So, like, yeah, you fucked up royally, Max. You've royally fucked up in saving these survivors.
I don't want to cause issues. I want to resolve these issues.
Oh no, Max, just by doing this, you're causing even more issues. You're causing even more issues just by making this video, Max. You caused even more issues when you showed that one video to your trusted friends. Like, at this point, just stop. You just gotta stop. You gotta... Honestly, I don't even know what Max can even do here, realistically speaking. He was trying to raise awareness of this predator that manipulated a bunch of children. And at this point, he just doesn't know what to do. Realistically speaking, he can't do much. He most likely made the predator himself aware of what he's doing. And he's probably booking it right now. Because of the streams he did, the videos he did, trying to raise all that awareness. Like, I don't know, man. Maybe you should just not do this. It just feels like predator hunting is not exactly your specialty. Especially considering, since a lot of people were digging into your past, it looks like you haven't caught a single predator. This channel needs to be deleted. Well, actually, to counter that, if he does delete his channel, I feel like that would be the worst outcome, because then he would catch himself in a case of fraud. Because remember, he has Patreon money. He has a lot of Patreon money for taking the survivors and Camden Gerard Davis to court. He's doing it. I don't think he's even doing that anymore, if I'm being honest with you. I think he's just taking the money and running. That's the thing he would probably do if he deleted his channel. It's because he's got all that Patreon money, right? If he did delete his channel, he would probably just take the Patreon money and run. Realistically speaking. So I think deleting the channel would be the worst outcome. For Max. I don't understand. If hundreds and hundreds of children were involved, why aren't the FBI already involved? It feels unrealistic, doesn't it? A lot of the things about this guy, what he supposedly did, it feels very unrealistic. And like, there's supposedly hundreds and hundreds of survivors, right? And Max has only reached out, or Max has only found 8 of those survivors. 8! So like, I don't know if they're just, like, I don't know if they're exaggerating what this guy has done, or if like, or if they're making shit up. I don't know if it's an exaggeration or if they're just making shit up, but only 8 people have come forward to Max. Not hundreds and hundreds of survivors. Like, I don't know. It might be made up. It might be exaggerated. We don't know. But the main thing is, Max is fucked up. What's up, Nick Schwab? Is Max's Patreon gonna get banned? I don't know. That is a good question. Because, like, he could potentially catch himself in a case of fraud if his Patreon gets banned, or if he deletes his channel and takes the money and runs. He could catch himself in a case real bad.
I don't want any... I don't want beef with anyone. Like, I want to communicate openly. I'm trying to communicate with my peers.
You don't want beef, but... Okay, this is so fucking retarded. If you don't want beef with anybody, why'd you beef with people like Tommy C and Magnetar? Why did you slander Magnetar and call him a pedophile outright? Are you going to apologize to him too? Because people were bringing up Magnetar towards you, Max. People like Lyrics have done that. People like Nicholas Diorio have brought up Magnetar. Everybody's bringing up Magnetar. I brought up Magnetar. Are you going to apologize to him too? You should apologize to everybody, every individual that's tried to call you out and you didn't listen to. Lyrics, Xylee Gets Real, Nicholas Diorio, even Mudahar. Like, dude, you've fucked up royally and you're deflecting.
And I'm trying to listen to dissenting voices. I'm trying.
You're trying and you're failing. Realistically, Max, you should not be doing this if you can't handle it properly. Very, very insightful, Max. The 5 seconds of silence. Very insightful. Best apology of 2024, everybody. Give me a round of applause for Mama Max here. Best apology of 2024. Holy shit, dude. Just 5 seconds of silence. How long does it go for? Hold on. We're going to rewind. I think it's right here.
I'm trying.
All right, so 3:24. Starting a countdown.
And I'm trying to...
It took him till 3:40. 16 seconds of silence. 16 seconds. That's got to be a record. That's got to be a record for the amount of silence in an apology video, right? That's got to be a record. Oh my god, this apology is so bad. Honestly, Joseph Hungerford, yes, I do. I do think Logan Paul's apology is 10 times better than MamaMax's. What's up, Death? I almost feel bad for Max. I think he's being taken for a run, and these potential victims are manipulating him. He has such a high empathy that he is believing literally every single word. That is another possibility, too, is that the victims could be lying. Like, if Mudahar said that none of the evidence is concrete, and that it's a bunch of hearsay, it is also a possibility that the victims could be lying. That is a very big possibility, actually. Because, like, again, we haven't seen any concrete evidence. And, yeah, there's a lot of different possibilities on how this can go down. Nair, you're just mad because he calls out pedophiles like you. Yeah, Josh, I'm a fellow vampire. Want to join my vampire werewolf sex cult? we gotta serve Blackula. Can I get some Blackulas in the chat? Join me. Become a fellow vampire today.
Listen to voices I trust, too. And every single person is telling me something different. And I don't know what to do.
You don't know what to do, but you're a pedophile hunter. I don't think those two can mix very well, Max. You're supposed to be hunting down very, very shitty people, and you're doing a terrible job at it. And now you're coming out saying that you don't know what to do? I don't know what to tell you, Max. I really don't. Maybe you shouldn't have been doing this to begin with. If you're taking criticism this badly to the point that you don't know what to do, and you don't know how to do things, you don't know how to operate when it comes to catching these people, just don't. Just don't do it. This is so pathetic. I have never seen an apology video this pathetic. This apology video puts Logan Paul to shame, dude. Holy shit. First Yandere Dev, now Mama Max. I don't even know which one's worse. The Yandere Dev one's worse because he just blatantly admits, yeah, I fuck some kids. I really want to join this so-called sex vampire werewolf call. I want to be the alpha. Oh, fuck's sake, dude. This is bad. I barely woke up. What did I miss? You missed out on a few things. Mama Max doesn't know what he wants to do. He doesn't know how to catch pedophiles. We gotta feel sorry for him. We gotta feel sorry for Mama Max, guys. He's sad. He don't know what to do. Give me a break, dude. Am I a top or a bottom? Why the questions, Josh? Are you horny? Stop being horny. Go outside. Go do things. Go do productive things. But with men, I'm a bottom.
And that's why I've been asking for help.
Why do you ask for help when you're a pedophile? Do you really need help if you're a pedophile hunter? I mean, maybe for like organizing a catch, maybe for organizing stuff like that, but for everything else, you should be doing it on your own accord. Realistically, you should be doing everything on your own accord. Why do you need help this badly? I understand it's to spread awareness, but I mean, you've also done a pretty bad job at doing that too. You've done a pretty bad job at spreading awareness. Which we'll get to that.
People say, just wait for law enforcement to do something.
Yes! Not just wait, let them do something. Let law enforcement do their thing. That's their job. Catching people like Camden Gerard Davis, if what you're really saying about him is true, it should be their job to catch him. You're supposed to be feeding them this information. You say you have all this evidence, right? Show it to the police. Show it to the police department. Show it to everybody you can that can actually do something about it.
But we've waited 7 years and they haven't done anything. So
wait, so this has been a thing for 7 years and you're just now spreading awareness of it? You're trying to spread awareness of it after 7 years? You're telling me this has been going on for 7 years and you haven't done anything about it until recently? The fuck? How long has Spencer been with you talking about this, Max?
we decided to do, just go public with it and put eyes on him. And people wanted evidence, so we've been inviting people to our little server where we have the evidence.
You shouldn't invite people to a server for the evidence. The evidence should already be out there. You should already be spreading. You don't even have to do it in a video. You don't even have to do it in a video. You just need to show everybody the evidence. You don't need to hide it in a server. That's stupid.
But then people don't want to listen to the survivors when they're in there and just look at the evidence and conclude it's nothing.
Why do they conclude it's nothing, Max? What is the evidence? Is it a bunch of DMs? Like your evidence against Magnetar, right? Is it on the same level as the evidence you showed when you called Magnetar a pedophile? Because if that's the case, exactly, that is why it's nothing. Mudahar came out and said that your evidence is not concrete. And that's probably why. If it's on the same level as the evidence you had against Magnetar, yes, that is nothing. That is hearsay. And I'm pretty sure Mudahar's like the only like big YouTuber that has actually seen the evidence, right? And like he is the one saying nothing's concrete. Like, what is the evidence? If this evidence is really concrete and it's enough to stop this guy, why not just show it? Why not put it out there?
And people are making all these public attacks, not platforming any of us, not wanting to talk to the survivors themselves.
Ah, here we go. This is where he hides behind the survivors. Max, you are the one that is operating this campaign. You are supposed to be the one taking criticism head on. Nobody wants to talk to the survivors when it comes to criticism. They want to talk to you because you're the guy behind all of this. You are the one that is orchestrating this entire campaign against this Camden guy. You need to take this criticism head on.
And when people do talk to the survivors, they're getting attacked. Just because they're transgender.
What? 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 Where did that come from? Where did the transphobic statement come from? Where is the transphobia in the room with us right now, Mama Max? Where's the transphobia in there? I don't fucking understand, dude. This is so retarded. Dude. Where's the transphobia? I mean, I'm not denying that it's like non-existent. It's just like the people that were coming to you to criticize you for your actions. As far as I recall, none of them were being transphobic towards anybody. Because they were specifically aiming it towards you. The criticism. Where did the transphobia come from? It's relating to an individual who had an interview in her channel with Spencer. Oh, right, what's their name? Red Pagan. We'll get into that, I guess. I don't know much about this Red Pagan character, but like I've heard really bad things about them. But for now, let's just continue with the video because it's such a fucking dumpster fire, dude. I can't. Oh, okay, we gotta go back now. He's doing it again. He's doing it again, guys.
Transgender.
Alright, so 512. Hold your breath until he speaks again. Ready? Breathe in. Breathe out. And then breathe in again. We're gonna go in 3, 2.
This is
18 seconds. Last one was 16 seconds. Now it's 18. 18 seconds of silence. Okay, hold on. I gotta do a bit. No, that's not the right screen. Hold up. I gotta do a bit. I gotta do it.
One.
I already spoiled it because it played for like a split second. Alright. So is that
getting attacked.
Okay, so like 504.
To the survivors, they're getting attacked. Just because they're transgender.
One eternity later.
This has been very difficult. And I know if I could have just started with making everything clear from the beginning, maybe this could have all been avoided.
Exactly, Max. There you go. If you had all the concrete evidence out there about Camden Gerard Davis and what he has done, then all of this controversy would have been avoided. You are just now figuring that out. You're supposed to be a pedophile hunter. You're supposed to be catching these people. You're just now figuring this out in the middle of a video. Actually, your second video, because you have a first one that we don't even know what's in the contents of that video. We don't know the contents of that one because you had to make this one instead because you sent that one to your trusted friends and they told you to fuck off, basically. Oh my god, this is golden. This is actually golden. This is where his downfall begins. Like, this is truly where his downfall begins. He's been doing this for 5 years, guys. MamaMax has been he's been hunting down predators for 5 years, and he's just now figuring this out. Holy shit. Alright, I missed a super chat. Hold up. $5 from Agent Nibbles. Reason I don't like pedo hunting groups, they either do a sting operation that prevents police from doing any investigation like with EDP, or this. Exactly. When I made videos on predators, right? There's no money gained from it. I don't monetize those videos. I specifically make those videos to show off all the evidence. Every single bit of it. I show off every single evidence I have and make a video about it. I gathered it all up. Well, realistically, Ruza actually gathered it all up and made a document about it. And then I took all of it and made a video out of it. My downfall hasn't begun. I'm still on the rise. I'll go down in history as the greatest pedo hunter of all time. Sure you will, buddy. I know that's not the real Mama Max. It's just funny.
And I take accountability for that.
No, you don't.
I just thought that if people wanted to know what was going on, they would just go to the podcast.
Why would we go to another channel to see an interview with one of the survivors? It should be under your channel because your channel is massive. It should be getting a lot of attention under there. We don't want to go somewhere else just to see what's going on. We want to hear it from you because you're the guy behind it.
And we put the podcast on Spencer's channel to help her build her own platform because survivors need more than just a voice. They need financial help.
You know they can get a platform out of your voice, right? Because you have the biggest channel out of them. If you really wanted to help these survivors and give them a platform, make a video on your channel, talk about the Camden guy, and then after you do that, you can go like, hey, I operated this, but I want to give one of the survivors a platform. Here's a link to their channel. Go subscribe to them. That's what you could have done. If you wanted to give a survivor a platform, shout them out. Everybody's done it, dude. Everybody has done it. Every single YouTuber has given somebody a shout out. You could have done that, but no. No. You can't do that. You just gotta hide everything on another channel that nobody knows about because you don't shout them out. $2 from X Lucas. The podcast in question is like 4 hours. Like, what the fuck? I mean, reasonably so. It's about a pedophile. Supposedly a pedophile that manipulated a bunch of children. So I understand it being 4 hours. But again, you don't need to put it on another channel. You could shout them out on another channel, but the interview should be on yours because yours is the biggest channel.
They need psychological help. They need medical care. They need a loving family. They need a roof over their head. Survivors need a lot. And I've been trying to provide that. And it's just...
No, dude, Max, we understand that the survivors need help. We understand that very well. It's the fact that you are handling this extremely poorly. Nobody's denying the fact that the survivors need help. It's the fact that you're doing an incredibly bad job at saving them and catching the predator in question.
It's not enough.
Oh, we gotta go back. Gotta go back.
Not enough.
All right, 6:31. Hold your breaths, everybody. 3, 2. How much was that? 6:31 to 6:48. That would be 70. Oh, what the fuck is the military doing, dude? There's a bunch of jets going over. But, dude, you couldn't have bothered to edit this video? Like, really? You couldn't have bothered to edit out all the dead air? Like, I understand it's an apology video and you want to come off as sincere, but you could have at least done the bare minimum and edit out the dead air. So stupid, dude. He should have shown the evidence first to the public. Making it so he has to talk to police and then post something about the situation makes people not believe him even more. I know. It's crazy. Crazy he didn't think of showing everything off. If this was a classic X Lucas production, there'd be a green screen overlay of the YouTube buffer with dial-up noises. Yes. Quality X Lucas content. Make more videos, dude. Your content's golden. I thought the stream lagged. Oh, I don't blame you, dude. Bro got a hug at the end? Did he really? Is this the new standard for apology videos now? Is that you gotta have someone hug you? Oh my god, I can't wait to see that. You have a video out soon? Poggers, dude.
Feels like when...
Do people still say that? Do people still say poggers? I don't fucking know. I don't care.
When we reach out for help, people just want to use that opportunity to attack us, to hate on me.
Oh, boo-hoo. Let me play this sad song on the world's smallest violin. That's me right now when you say something like that. Nobody wants your pity party, dude. They want you to address it better than this. Give us something better than this. We gotta go back again. We gotta go back again, chat.
To hate on me.
Alright, 6:58. Here we go for a third time. Alright? Hold your breaths, everybody. 3, 2.
It's hard.
It's hard. That's what you had to say. Oh my god. Oh, dude. Even your older videos were better structured than this. After 13 seconds of silence, it's hard. Oh! Man. This apology is so terrible, dude. Insert dial-up noises. I'm very sorry for doxing innocent family members and not having any proof. I don't think he's even apologized yet for doxing those people, right? He hasn't apologized to Larix. He hasn't apologized to Mudahar. He hasn't apologized to Magnetar. He hasn't apologized to anybody that has criticized him. He hasn't apologized to Magnetar especially. Magnetar is very important because he pretty much just slandered him and called it a day. And no, he hasn't apologized to the relatives of Camden Gerard Davis for doxing them. He hasn't apologized for doxing them. No, he focuses on Charlie.
This is really hard.
It is really hard. Pedophile hunting is hard, Max. You're just now realizing that? Pedophile hunting is hard. Shocker, I know. I've done it before. It is hard, Max. You need to adapt to that. You need to figure it out. You should have been figuring out for the past 5 years. $2 from X Lucas. It's hard, so am I. God damn it, Lucas. Stop being horny.
So... let's just start from the beginning.
Oh boy.
I met Spencer. She told me what happened to her. I told her I was busy with other projects, but if you need me to hand this to...
You prioritized your projects over listening to an actual victim of rape from a sex cult? You prioritized your projects over listening to a survivor? Yeah, I need to prioritize my films. I gotta make good quality films and not help this survivor until I'm ready to do so. Oh my god.
Someone else I will. She said, no, I want you. And so, a few years later, I finally came back and I was like, okay, are you ready?
Wait, so you put Spencer on hold for a few years? You didn't get to listen to Spencer's story and make it public for a few years? What the fuck? It took you a few years to talk about this? No! You should have started that from the very beginning. The moment someone wants to reach out to you about somebody like Camden Gerard fucking Davis, you should get right on it. Why did it take you a few years to get to this? That is insane. Actually insane, Max. You should be going to that right away. You are a pedophile hunter. Start acting like one.
And we did the podcast. And while I was there listening to her, that's when I realized this is going to evolve into something much more. Like, originally, I just wanted to do a podcast where we platform survivors and they tell their story.
You would have platformed this. Oh my God. You would have platformed the survivors from the very beginning. This survivor reached out to you about Camden Gerard Davis. If you just got to it right away, you probably could have gotten so many views out of it. Especially in your prime. Like, it was a few years, right? What was the last video in a few years? It was Roly Poly, there was Sad Satan, Kanye Quest. You were already making pedophile hunting videos in a few years. Why did it take you this long? Why did it take you this long, Max? You should have gotten to it right away. You're a pedophile hunter. You should have started it from the very beginning. Spencer reached out to you. MamaMax with $5. I am the DMV of predator hunting. I'll get to your story when I get to it, and if it takes an eternity, oh well. Oh my God, dude. This is actually insane. You waited 4 years, or a few years, I don't know the exact number, but you waited a few years to actually cover this instead of right away? That is stupid. That is actually stupid. A few years, you decided to not cover it for a few years? That's enough time for Camden to just go away and book it. He's probably away right now because you decided to wait to cover this.
But you can't just tell your story anymore. Now you need concrete evidence.
You do need concrete evidence. What's wrong with that, Max? You do need concrete evidence when you're labeling someone as a pedophile. You should have done that with Magnetar. You should have done that with Camden Gerard Davis. You should have done that from the very beginning.
Now you need to go to law enforcement multiple times. Now you need to consult.
Yes, because law enforcement is built for stuff like this. You should have gone to the cops from the very beginning. Ask for a detective. A detective would be on this right away.
With lawyers. Like,
you only reached out to one lawyer that was probably ChatGPT. Come on, dude.
We can't just listen to survivors when they're screaming for help.
It's not a bad idea to listen to survivors crying for help, Max. It's not. We get it. You want to help survivors. It's the fact that you are handling this the worst way possible. Reject Demon with $5. Thank you. MamaMax ignoring a victim of a sex crime is on par with the Lorax ignoring a lumberjack. That's great. That's actually a pretty good analogy, actually. It's pretty accurate.
And that's why I've been taking all of these creative, experimental approaches to try to bolster their voice.
Oh, yes, dude. Nothing screams bolstering survivors' voices by taking your big channel and rebranding it to something that nobody knows about and then making a video that's like, oh, let's brainwash your favorite influencers. You want to know how much you bolstered their voices by experimenting like that? 101,000 views. Which, in of itself, that's not really a bad number, but compare that to videos like IMVU or Puppy Stomp or Cartoon Incorporated. This one got almost 3 million views. All of these got 1 million views or more than 1 million. This one got 100,000. And the reason it got that low is because nobody knew who uploaded this video. Because a bunch of people were like, oh, who the fuck is God Cult? I never subbed to someone named God Cult. I'm just going to ignore that. It's probably some bot. You want to talk about bolstering voices? You make spreading awareness of something like this. You did a terrible job. Rebranding to God Cult to spread awareness of something like that? That's like the worst thing you could do, because nobody's going to know who you are. You did a terrible job bolstering their voices. $5 from some guy online. Look, I get they were used and abused, but give it like 5 years to ferment for Internet Cloud. Well, the views will be great. Oh, I'm pinning that. Hold on. I keep forgetting that OBS doesn't let me pin fucking comments. I gotta do it on my phone. But yes, heart that. Can I pin it? I'm gonna pin it. Oh, you can't pin comments anymore? Oh, that's stupid. That's so stupid. You can't pin comments anymore. You can only heart them. That's very stupid. YouTube, bring back pins.
So that not only can they be heard, but they can be seen and they can be addressed.
And you did a terrible job at that. You rebranded to an entirely different name that nobody recognized. And it ended up getting you, like, you slowly got there, granted, but it ended up getting you like 100,000 views when you should be getting millions. You should be getting millions because of your previous videos. You made a living out of doing stuff like this. And now you're doing a terrible job at it. Well, realistically speaking, you most likely have always done a terrible job at it because you never actually caught anybody. But this is the worst you've ever handled this, Max. This is at the absolute worst. $10 from MamaMax's. Nothing says bolstering victims' voices like talking about their story in the second half in a video about brainwashing content creators and global warming. Exactly, dude. Exactly. This is so stupid. Fuck it, that needs to go into the quote channel. I mean, you got to turn that into a actual Discord message so that we can put it on there. But yes, that can be a quote. Yeah, you saw the victim, then ignored them and waited for it to ferment like a fine wine made in a toilet. Exactly. No, let's not talk about this guy's story right away. We gotta make movies. We gotta prioritize the movies and entertain viewers. No pegging, what the fuck? I didn't say peg, did I? I meant pins. Gotta peg the comments now. YouTube, add pegging. All I'm saying is that means Max has been intentionally withholding information that could hold him legally liable. That's true, actually. That is true. Like, just get the evidence out there. That should have been done from the very beginning. You should have opened up this story by showing off concrete evidence of what Camden Gerard Davis has done. And he hasn't done it. He hasn't. And he's handling this the worst way possible. Do we gotta go back? Do we gotta go back? We gotta go back. He hasn't said anything.
Be heard, but they can be seen and they can be addressed.
All right, 9 minutes. All right, hold your breaths, everybody. 3, 2, 1.
And I'm sorry to
10 seconds. Okay, not as long, but it's still pretty bad.
Charlie.
Why are you apologizing to Charlie again? That's been so long, bro. I mean, realistically speaking, you should have apologized to Charlie from the very beginning. Why are you apologizing to him now? Why aren't you apologizing to everybody else? Why even apologize to Larix for threatening to strike his channel? Why even apologize to Mudahar for that call that you had with him? Why even apologize to Larix or Mudahar or Nicholas Diorio or hell, even the victims, the survivors? You should apologize to the survivors for handling it this badly, and you should also apologize to Magnetar for slandering him, because it's been going on for a year now. You've been slandering Magnetar for a year. That can get you in court for defamation. I'm actually shocked you haven't gone to court for defamation at this point, because Magnetar has been through hell because of you calling him a pedophile outright. I'm surprised this guy hasn't been brought to court for defamation or slander.
I really am sorry. I did not mean to make you upset. We just need help. So, instead of addressing all the random rumors that people make up and responding to criticism and talking about the wrongdoings of other influencers, I'm just going to take accountability for my actions.
You hear that? You hear that, Max? The military's coming for you. Seriously, there's been a bunch of jets flying over. I think they're after Mama Max. I think Mama Max is the real werewolf vampire cult leader. Leviathans are coming for you, Max. Dear YouTube Jesus, please forgive me. I know, right? This is awful.
And correct them starting now.
Starting now, and you haven't really addressed anything important, like doxing the relatives of Camden, slandering Magnetar for over a year at this point, apologizing to people like Larix and Mudahar and Nicholas Diorio. No. Let's not address those. Let's not bring up stuff like that. I've been inspired to make a low-effort meme. Can't wait, Lucas. Can't wait to see it. What's up, Strelick?
Let's just start fresh. First, we need to keep finding the remaining survivors. We know they are out there.
You have 8 people. Start finding Camden Gerard Davis. Start publicizing the concrete evidence that makes him out as an actual threat to society. You don't need more survivors. I think realistically speaking, 8 people should be enough to start a case.
And we need help finding them. If you don't want to help, you don't have to. But if you...
It's more than halfway through the video. Has he said anything significant? Significantly awful, yes. And aside from Yandere death, this is probably the worst apology of 2024 so far.
Please reach out to me. We will invite you to our server where all of the survivors and all of the evidence is growing.
It's been growing and you haven't shown a single bit. You haven't shown a single bit of concrete evidence to actually label this guy as a predator. Why are you withholding it in a server? Why aren't you showing it to the public? You have to make it definitive that this guy is a threat. And we still... Thanks, random motorcycle dude. He does that every night. It's annoying. Yeah. You gotta prioritize the evidence, dude. We still don't know what Camden Gerard Davis has done. Go fuck yourself, dude. I will. Thank you, Red Pagan. We're gonna look into you as well, because apparently you're a new lolcow.
Next, we have to wait for law enforcement.
What do you mean wait? You should have gone to law enforcement from the very beginning.
And multiple law teams who specialize in cold cases. Take this to them, as we have already done, and address it through the proper channel.
Yeah, that's another thing too, Chips. That's a good point. The survivors should have a lot of information about this cult and how to actually stop them. Where does the cult reside? What are they doing right now? And what would their plan be to stop it? They gotta do something about it. They have to have the information, right? They have to do something about Camden, but they haven't. Max hasn't. He hasn't done anything, and we still don't know what Camden did. There's nothing you can say about me that others haven't. I don't really care, dude. Good story.
When that is complete, or if that goes unresolved, then we will drop the full documentary, or at least part 1 of the documentary. Or I guess at this point it would be like part 2 or 3, but we will show you everything.
All right, we got to go back again. Got to go back.
We will show you everything.
All right, 11:24. You guys ready? 3, 2.
I hope you can.
12 seconds. Holy shit, the amount of dead air. Just edit it out, dude. Put the bare minimum effort in it.
All understand my position.
No one cares, Red Pagan.
We are living in a world where survivors scream for help and no one wants to listen.
It's not that we don't want... Oh my god. A deflection. It's not that we don't want to listen, Max. It's that we need to know what this guy did. We don't know. We still don't know what Camden did. And you still have not helped the survivors in any way. You still have not given the survivors any justice. You're just spouting out you're spouting out these videos like, oh, we gotta catch Camden Gerard Davis. If you're a survivor of Camden Gerard Davis, please contact me. Like, you haven't done anything. You're transphobic? That's right, man. I'm the most transphobic person on YouTube. Definitely, 100%.
There are children.
Not only am I transphobic, I'm also a fellow vampire werewolf sex cult leader.
Living in literal hell. And we can't hear them.
Wait, so this is edited? This is an edited video. Why didn't you... Oh my god, whatever. I'm not gonna dwell more into that.
That was the night where he had induced my last miscarriage. Like, he had convinced me to have someone bring me to his house. He beat me and then raped me.
But you know, the transformation process is really dangerous on your body, especially because you're young. So from there, she had me like put stuff in my body and told me to pretend it was like his penis. I was 14.
During the midst of it, I tried to scream. I was screaming no and screaming for...
I believe all victims, so if I reached out to you right now in an alt account and told you about a fucking tentacle monster that raped me, would you believe me? Would you believe me if I was some random fuck that DM'd you about this tentacle cult leader that raped me several times, just randomly out of nowhere, and I just showed you a bunch of DMs about it? Would you believe me? Would you believe me? Because in your own logic, I would be a victim. I would be a victim and you would just blindly believe me.
For help, and he put his hand on my throat and choked me and told me that if I kept screaming, he would kill not just me, but my family too. When it was done, he got off.
You're extremely stupid and ignorant. That doesn't answer the question, Red Pagan. The only one that's ignorant is you.
Off of me, and he went across the room, and he looked at me, saw me crying, and he said, "What just happened?" And I looked at him and I told him, "You just raped me."
Camden Gerard Davis is a sexual predator and cult leader who victimized hundreds of minors on platforms like Kick and Whisper. He went.
We all know you'd like that. Next question, please.
Under a few aliases such as Cade, Quinn, Sincade, Geomara, and Godric, among other possible names.
Godric the Golden?
His cult went by the Guild of Divinity, the Daemons, and Eon Syndicate.
You're just hating on Max because it's so hot right now? Dude, Red Pagan. I've established this before. I used to be a huge fan of MamaMax. I loved what he did, but as a former MamaMax fan, I am telling you right now, what MamaMax is doing is not good in the slightest. I am telling you that right now as a former MamaMax fan. I get it. I get it, Red Pagan. Pedophiles are bad. I agree. Now let's do something for once in a fucking while.
Among other possible titles. Despite being reported to multiple different law enforcement agencies over the past 7 years, they are still active. Brainwashing emotionally vulnerable children, predominantly preteen girls, into believing they are supernatural creatures like werewolves and vampires in order to seduce them into illegal activities for monetary profit. We have a growing server of survivors filled with a piling number of
You're just repeating yourself. Aww, how sweet. How sweet. There's a hug. You get a big hug. I'm pretty sure that's Spencer. I'm not sure actually, but aww. You're really pulling my heartstrings there. Aww. Wholesome moment 100. Oh, this video is so bad. It is actually the worst. This is the worst MamaMax video ever. I cannot comprehend how bad this is. Like, what was even the point of it? This is the most pointless video ever. You're an asshole? Thanks for pointing out the obvious. Holy shit. This is bad. Let's look at the comments. Let's look up what the comments are saying. This is just a huge self-pity party. How embarrassing, Max. I used to respect you. I agree. This is the hugest pity party I've ever seen in a video. Like, this is actually embarrassing. He has to be embarrassed, right? Hey, look, there's my live stream. Just self-shilling casually. An insensitive asshole at that. Thanks for pointing out the obvious. This is coming from a survivor. I've actually looked at a few of these comments already, but this is coming from a survivor of domestic violence and a former subscriber. Let me get this straight. I would not trust someone like you to have handled something like my case. I went through something similar to what these survivors did, where the police haven't listened. Doxing, making your every move public, is not the way to handle this case. You have taken every misstep you could to make sure this guy gets away if he's guilty. You ignore, that is a big if, by the way. You ignore those who rightfully call you out on the unethical nature of your video / platform, you mishandling of this and many other cases, and how you never apologize for anything you've specifically done, let alone take accountability. You have failed. This is coming from a survivor. If you care so much about evidence being found, why would you share experimental approaches to bolster this case? Why would you make this so public? To me, to so many other survivors like me, this rings out that you're only doing this for show. Exactly, dude. I support your cause, but shame on you, Max. Shame on you. Well said. I can't stress how poorly this was handled. You owe the survivors an apology. You also need to hand this off to someone who knows what they are doing. Exactly! I don't think Max is even knowing what he's doing right now. Doc on the Radio is live. I should check that out. Dude, he's handled this the worst way possible. And I don't even know what to say at this point. He's just really bad at doing this. He's really bad at helping these survivors. The fact you're housing a survivor completely dependent on you, who's also the money manager for this whole operation, is sus as hell. Oh, that's great. Don't worry, Max. I'm sure your strongest Leviathans will pull up at Blackula's house with a burning cross any day now. Facts, dude. Well said. Pulled the transgender card out of nowhere when literally nobody has attacked or even criticized any transgender survivors. You're pulling straws. And I feel like that's also referring to Red Pagan in the chat there, because Red Pagan is very salty right now. But, like, what a very shitty deflection, too. Like, oh, they're attacking them because they're trans. Like, no, that isn't the case. That is just 100% a deflection. I feel like I'm being pulled in every which way. No matter how hard I try, I cannot make everyone happy. I feel like I'm in an impossible position. These are the words of a man who has spent the last 3 years, actually 5 years, telling people they either side with him or with pedophiles, by the way. This vid doesn't even address any specific criticisms, just word salad, pity parties, and no actual self-accountability. Exactly. He never brought up doxing Camden Gerard Davis's family. He never apologized to Magnetar for slandering him, calling him a pedophile outright with hearsay as his evidence. And he never apologized to people like Mutahar, Larix, and Nicholas Diorio. Like, holy shit. He didn't address anything. It is a pity it is a pity party. That's all it is. People are making transphobic comments in my videos and on Max's channels. Here's the thing, Red Pagan. If that's true, here's the best thing you can do right now about these supposed transphobic people, okay? Do not give them attention. Just don't. It's not worth your time. If they're really being if it's such a problem that people are misgendering you and being transphobic and whatnot, don't give them the attention. It's on you for giving them the attention and making a big deal out of it. And what content creators have been transphobic towards you or any of the survivors? If any of the survivors are trans, which I don't know about that. Like who? And is it worth giving the attention? Chud Logic? I don't know. I haven't watched Chud Logic ever since that one stream. Like I kind of just skimmed through one of his streams, and yeah, I kind of just skimmed through it just for specific points. But like Papa Gut, Larix, like dude, that should be the least of your concerns, dude. Like nobody cares. Transphobic people in your comments, who the fuck cares? Don't give them the attention. If you don't like it, don't give them the attention. Block them from your channel. Don't watch their videos. If they're being transphobic, don't watch their videos, straight up. If you take such a massive issue with it. How did you manage to say so much and yet so little at the same time? There's the military again. Nobody is trying to silence these victims. You're turning this into a nobody believes survivors thing, but here's what you fail to realize. Many of the people questioning all this were fans at one time. A large portion are survivors themselves, myself included. It's less that we don't believe the survivors and more that we don't believe you. We don't believe you're actually doing anything to stop these sick bastards. We don't believe you're doing this out of the goodness of your heart. We don't believe for a second that any case you touch will actually result in justice. You're not giving these people a platform to let them have their voice. Sorry, but my childhood trauma didn't render me incapable of critical thinking. If Spencer has been through all this shit, you are 500% taking advantage. The same way you took advantage of every single CSA survivor that donated to your Patreon thinking their money was going towards putting monsters in jail. But you've never once ever been to court, let alone involved any authorities. You better pray this investigation pans out. I'm not saying that to sound threatening, although you certainly seemed like threatening of the creators, lol. But I really think we're just now scratching the surface of how deep the fuckery gets with you. And that's the thing too. The fuckery goes all the way back to his first pedo hunting video. It goes all the way back to videos like Puppy Stomp, where he supposedly, I say supposedly, but I'm pretty sure it's confirmed at this point that he fabricated a police arrest. So, like, that's the thing. Like, this goes really deep. We're only scratching the surface of what MamaMax is faking and fucking up. He has to have been fucking up this entire time. It's like he hasn't actually done anything of value to help people. I'm sorry, Charlie, that you don't necessarily feel the way I feel about CAs. SA is basically what I understand from this apology. Jesus. Hey, congrats, you've officially created your very own not an apology video. Yep. It feels like every YouTuber does it nowadays. Every single one of them. Guys, if I ever make a not an apology video, I'll make a code for it and just use that code and I'll just I don't know, commit game end. I think I missed a super chat. Let's go back up real quick. $5 from MamaMax. I was going to bring a ukulele, a cute puppy, and a full mariachi band for my next apology. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's got to be the next evolution of apology videos, bro. Transphobia runs deeper than the comments. It's a common theme in US and UK politics. They are trying to erase my existence. Cool story, bro, but when the fuck did I ask? I'm an asshole. Cool story, but who the fuck asked? Now you need concrete evidence. Yeah, bro, you do. This is a pedophile we're talking about. This is a pedophile, and he's not showing concrete evidence? Like, that's stupid, dude. Of course you gotta have concrete evidence against a pedophile. And he doesn't show any. You don't seem to care about transgender rights. That's right, man. I care too much about my sweet victims of my vampire cult. What bothers me is the fact that you're housing a survivor and she has a handle that's almost similar to yours. It almost feels like as if you're a thing, and if you are, that's a huge conflict of interest. Yeah, that's so weird, dude. That is very weird. I understand that the survivors need to be heard, but I think they should be heard once you help them resolve their issues first. This whole situation looks more personal than it plays out logical. Look, I don't know you, and I'm not trying to be a douche, but I just want to keep it real. Please resolve these issues, take accountability for your actions, and do the right thing moving forward. I agree. $2 from Adam. The fact he wants $100K for the case now is insane. He needs that much money? He really needs that much money for a case? Damn, dude. I feel like he's just going to take the money and run. This is the clumsiest fall from grace I've ever seen. 100%. I'm so beyond embarrassed to have ever been a fan. Me too, dude! I've been a fan for years! Well, I think a year. Like, ever since Pick a Side. A year or two. I've been a fan of MamaMax too. I am actually embarrassed to have been a fan of MamaMax. You'll donate. Good luck getting your money wasted from a case that's never going to happen. Because MamaMax has never been to court. There's not going to be a court case. I'm sorry, dude. You're wasting your money if you're donating. I'm a longtime fan of you, and I genuinely really love your style of filmmaking. I just wish you never took such a personal route to this type of content. It was never going to end well. You are a genuinely talented individual, and I hope going on from this, you will explore that talent in ways that don't involve unsolved crimes and allegations. Allegations of any kind can be wishy-washy. I feel like you'd be way better making videos like Nexpo does on cases that are already established. You don't have to give up on this mission either. Just make good videos, and you can help allocate money and resources to causes that matter through that. I hope in the end that you're just a good guy who fucked up, got in over his head, and has some mental health issues that got the better of him at times. I really do hope that's the case. I always hope people have good intentions, and I like to see the good in people. I know I'm naive for that. I'm going to save my thoughts on this apology until more information comes out. I feel like there's more context we don't have yet. That's also pretty true. We still have yet to hear the call that Mudahar and Nicholas Diorio had with MamaMax. And based on the call that they had, they're not very happy about it. And I think tomorrow is when Nicholas Diorio drops his video on Max, right? So I can't wait for that. It's going to be a banger. Why are you unable to have your own thoughts? The blaming of other people for not liking it and blaming others for disagreeing, making it the universe's problem that you can't decide for yourself what the inherently ethically and morally correct thing is to do. He hides behind the survivors. He doesn't want to address criticism head on. He hides behind the survivors. Which is stupid. You need to act on your own accord. The Leviathans are here, Max. But yeah, nobody's really taking this apology well. It's blatantly clear that MamaMax has very much royally fucked up, and he takes little to no accountability for it. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and read chat real quick, because I know I missed a bunch of messages. Nier's a liar! That's right, man. Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. He would probably use the money to make more shit rap music. Yes, I agree. If he gets so much from his Patreon already, why didn't he just silently save up? What's he been using his money on before? That's a good question. We don't even know if he has enough money for a case. He made Spencer the financial manager. Holy shit. That's so stupid. He needs to act on his own accord. He's supposed to be a pedophile hunter. Why is he relying on the survivors to do things? He's supposed to be the hunter here. Why isn't he doing anything about this? It's coming tomorrow? Yeah, I know it is. Nick's video is coming out at 4 p.m. EST. Noted. Cancel the pregnancy and go back home to work on the baby shower. I have a feeling you're not coming back home today because I'm not feeling good. I will call the hospital tomorrow to get the... What? I don't even know what you're talking about. Check Discord. Alright, I'm gonna put up a hold up screen in case it's fucking porn, because I don't want to show up fucking porn on stream. I'm just gonna mute the desktop audio real quick. What is this? Alright guys, look at this. This is a an edit that Lucas made on MamaMax. Oh, that's great, Lucas. Thank you for that. Oh, fuck. I still had the desktop audio muted. Fug. My bad. I'll play it again. I'll play it again just because I had the audio muted.
We are deeply sorry. We're sorry. We're sorry. We're sorry. Sorry. Sorry.
Yes, I have to.
Thank you, Lucas. Alright, so here's the bottom line. Here's the bottom line about MamaMax and the survivors and Camden fucking Gerard Davis, right? MamaMax said it himself. He's acknowledged it in this apology. If he just kept his mouth shut, prioritized the concrete evidence, and shown all of us the evidence to take this guy down, and then actually go to the police to take this guy down, find him, and put him behind bars, and then make a documentary about it, that would have been fine. This controversy would have never happened if Max just kept his mouth shut and prioritized getting this guy behind bars. None of this would have happened, but MamaMax has handled this in the worst way possible, and he has to throw a pity party about it. He decided to make a pity party about his mistakes. Instead of addressing anything specific, instead of apologizing to people like Magnetar or Larix or Mutahar, instead of doing any of that, he just throws a fucking pity party, and then he needs a hug out of this because he feels attacked. This is the worst apology of 2024. Aside from Yandere Dev's apology, this is the worst apology of 2024. Seriously, it's that bad. The fuck is Masta on about? Who the fuck is this guy? It's just... Alright, I don't like the vibes you give me, so I'm just gonna like... Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Yeah. This is the worst apology video of 2024, and I am very embarrassed to have been a fan of MamaMax after all of this has been shed to light. I am actually very embarrassed. And I'm so pissed that I'm just now realizing how terrible of a pedo hunter he is. I used to idolize this guy, and this is what happens to him. This is what he ends up doing. Oh my god, dude. Actually embarrassing. So, with that being said, you know what time it is. You guys know what time it is. It's time for the hot tub. It's time for a hot tub. You get to talk to me about things. And if you want to participate in a call and talk to me about things, here's the link. Here's the link for the Discord server. You hop in the server, there's a VC called Call In for Femboy Stream, and you get to have a talk with me. But for now, let's go ahead and set up. I will be taking callers in, and we can talk about Mama Max or anything else. I don't really care, but mainly Mama Max. Holy shit, we already got 3 new people in the fucking server. Hello. He's hi. Hot tub has begun once again. So like I said, if you want to call in and talk about Mama Max, there's a VC called Call In for Femboy stream. There is a bit of maintenance in the server because, you know, we're protecting it from raids and shit. So, I will be taking in callers. Hold on, let me go ahead and verify these people. Holy shit, this server's booming now. There's like 5 new people joining in. I don't know if giving this role is doing anything really, but I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm pretty sure it worked for somebody else. Alright, we got our first caller. Never mind, he's gone. I think Mama Max petting the seal reminds me of how he'll comfort sexual assault victims. Yes. Alright. Got our first caller. It is... OBS is not telling me the full name. It just says J for them. Alright, J. I don't know your full name because OBS isn't showing me it, but you're live on the air. Are you there? Hello? Do you has mic? Do you has microphone?
Can you hear me?
Hello?
Hey.
How you doing?
It's, shit, it's a lot to take in.
Oh yeah, for sure. Are you also a Mama Max fan or former Mama Max fan?
Former.
Yeah, me too. But yeah, just give me your thoughts on this whole thing.
Just, shit. Just, it's, just
You're at a loss for words?
everything. Just every lost word for everything. Just.
Yeah, it's a lot to take in, I know. It's actually baffling how he handled this.
Like, I said this before, but like, on a scale of a YouTube apology, how bad was it?
Definitely a 10 for me. Like, it's really bad.
Should have just brought out a ukulele when you had the chance.
Get a whole fucking band to apologize for him. Gotta get a whole performance going, you know?
Yep. Just.
How long have you been watching Mama Max?
I believe it would be like, I think it would be, I mean, I've only heard of him from like around like the pick a YouTube pick a side movement or some shit.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, that's where I mainly heard him from.
Yeah, I've watched him since Pick a Side as well, and then ever since that, I loved his editing and how he did his videos, so I've been hooked to him, and then I watched all of his other videos. So like immediately when I watched it, I got hooked to Mama Max's content, and then I started watching all of his other videos, and I just got hooked from there. I'll watch his next video the moment it came out.
Mm.
And that's why it baffled me even more. Like, when I saw I was subscribed to a channel called God Code, I'm just like, who the fuck is this? Why am I sub to this thing? And then the moment I click on it, it's like, oh shit, it's Mama Max. Okay. But yeah, still, it was still a bad move.
Did he? I'm just gonna say this right now. Did he really think it was? Did he really think it was gonna work? Did he genuinely think?
Knowing Max, probably.
And say hypothetically, if the people he wanted to speak out about this thing, what's gonna happen if like their videos flop? Then what's gonna happen?
Nothing's gonna happen. That's the funny part. It's not gonna do anything to stop the predator.
Like, bro, one just
take your time.
it's like what's and the go on for him to guilt trip like children, getting children involved and guilt tripping them is like, bro, you gotta get the kids involved. You can't just get the kids involved. Like, why you gotta bring them into?
Because I help the children. I empower children through filmmaking.
Why you got just Jesus Christ and just oh boy, I kind of feel bad for those that just doesn't have nothing to do with this shit. Like I feel bad for those getting innocent people involved with this shit that have nothing to do with this. Say hypothetically, if they have nothing to do with it,
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I feel bad too. It's actually wild because, especially for people that actually have been through like CSA, they gotta feel really stupid for idolizing this person or looking up to him as like a hero,
Yeah. Mm.
But yeah, is there anything else you wanted to add?
I just would like to know this. Wait, the shit. I just have to know. Did you know that Yandev's apology got deleted?
Oh, did he actually delete it?
I think you could go check it right now. I think he deleted it because
Hold up.
it's wild to me.
Yonder dev addressing the allegations. Yeah, it's gone. The first thing that pops up is a re-upload. Yeah, he deleted his video.
Oh my god.
Yep. It's awesome.
Man. That's great. That's great.
Yep. Definitely the right call.
So I think I said what needed to be said.
Yeah. All right.
So
you have a good one.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. Shadow Kenji, you're on the air.
Hello.
What's up?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. I guess I'm just disappointed at how Mama Max. He should stick with the documentary video instead of I guess, yapping, I guess.
Hmm? Oh, he's just gone. Okay. Bye-bye. Guys, come on now. Why is that the caption? Hold on. Guys, come on. Femboy nudes when? Come on, guys. Be civil. I don't actually care. It's just funny. Funny chat. funny VC. We're just being funny. I know. But come on now. 1 million subscribers, and then yes, maybe. Alright. Annie, you're on the air. Hello? Are you there? Annie, are you there? I will put you on hold, because it seems like you're AFK. Okay. I don't know this. I don't know their full usernames, because OBS is not letting me. Whatever. Alright, Elle, you're on the air.
Oh, hi. How you doing?
Doing good, how about you?
Alright, Elle, you're on the air. Hey, how you doing? Oh, hi. How you doing?
I can hear your stream in the background.
Oh, sorry, let me turn that down.
Alright, yeah. What are your thoughts on Mama Max?
Something about the apology real quick, dude. Am I the only one who got the vibe of, like, when he said, I'm sorry I can't make you guys happy, that he's, like, making us all seem like ungrateful assholes, even though he's done nothing at all for this fucking case?
Oh, yeah. I feel like that should be the least of his concerns, too, like, making people happy, when he should be focusing on giving the survivors justice.
Right, and he said nothing about the whole Magnetar shit, nothing, and
Yeah.
I think he's probably still headstrong about that.
He is headstrong about it. He was, like, on stream at one point with lyrics, like, he's still insisting, like, oh yeah, Magnetar's a pedophile. He's a pedophile.
Exactly, and another thing, too, if you think about it, and, like, I know the YouTuber's not liked because it's bullshit, but with the whole Charlie thing, how Charlie said in a stream he didn't answer Max because he was sick.
Yeah, he had
Kind of
COVID at the
reminds me
time.
of how he kind of called out Corpse Husband with the whole fucking thing of asking him to take down a video because of a slur, and he didn't answer again, and he calls out Corpse like, oh, well, if you don't do the whole thing I'm asking, you're a fucking pedophile type of shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's from the whole pick a side thing, right?
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, he literally called out Corpse because he's like, yeah, you asked me for a favor, then you left me on red while I was on in the hospital, and I'm like, okay, well, didn't you just do the same thing to Charlie when he had COVID?
Oh yeah. That is very hypocritical now that I think about it.
Yeah, and it's like, dude, you're calling him a fucking asshole on your abusers thing, and it makes no fucking sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I didn't think about that. That's actually a good point to bring up.
And what I was talking about in your super chat, if you go at the end, like the extreme end where you see the pop-ups on Max's video, you can find the GoFundMe, and it's funny. Max put like 9K into the fucking GoFundMe.
Oh. Yeah, that's crazy.
It's you call us ungrateful assholes. Now you want 100K for your fucking case you have no evidence about.
Yep. Or he supposedly does, but he's not actually like showing any of it.
Well, what evidence has been seen? Fucking Muda said it's not concrete evidence. There's nothing you can literally show that'll make like a good video for it.
If Mudahar himself is saying that none of the evidence is concrete, I imagine it's on the same level as like when he was calling Magnetar a pedophile, you know? Like it might just be a bunch of hearsay.
It's pretty much because what Muda is saying is if people are moving from state, kind of like how Spencer moved from Texas to Georgia, there should be some kind of transportation receipt, fucking gas station receipts, plane ticket receipts, something.
You're talking about Camden?
Yeah.
Yeah,
with this
there has to be something about that too.
Yeah, there has to be receipts of something of them traveling from state to state, because there's thousands of people well, not thousands, but hundreds of people who got groomed by this guy, but no fucking receipts at all from how they went there or how they got there.
Yeah.
It's just...
At this point, I don't believe Mama Max has anything concrete like that.
No, he don't. And now in its apology video, it's like, oh, we're still looking for survivors. It's like, you're gonna just take a whole year or more finding survivors
8
and
people.
just getting.
He has 8 people on his side. I feel like that should be enough.
It should be, and 8 people coming out and saying this and getting concrete evidence from them the best you can. Sorry, I'm taking a drink. Sorry. Should be enough, but for him to say, "Oh well, Muda's seen the evidence with what we got so far, and he says it's concrete," is what kind of pissed Mudahar off in the beginning.
Yeah.
But I don't know. He's pulling the same fucking YouTube apology thing. The whole him getting a hug at the end reminded me of fucking Team RTN getting his dog in a fucking apology video.
That's awesome.
Yeah, honestly, I really think he's just doing this just to get damage control because according to what Nicholas Diorio is saying, it's a fucking bombshell on what they're about to drop on Max.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So he's damage controlling the fuck out of everything from this.
It's like a nuclear bomb of like the apology videos so far.
Mm-hmm.
Like it is that bad.
It's if you actually want, I think the channel's called Mr. Sen.
Oh, I've seen some of Mr. Sen's stuff. I don't really like him that much because of the whole like controversy he was in the past, but like I've seen some of his stuff.
I didn't know the controversy he was in, but in his video called Goodbye Mama Max, you can hear a clip of that call actually.
Oh, I'll take a look.
Yeah, you can actually hear a clip from the call, and
can you give me
you can tell.
Can you give me a timestamp?
It's in the very beginning because Nicholas Diorio actually starts the video off.
Okay.
Yeah. I can send you the video if you want me to.
Yeah, go
or put
ahead.
it in the chat.
I think yeah, put it in chat. I don't know if my DMs are open.
Yeah, let me go ahead and find that video.
All right. Is there anything else you wanted to point out?
Honestly, man, I'm really wanting to see what Max does after the whole nuke drops and see if he actually fucking takes some accountability or just sits and stays quiet, which I think he's gonna end up doing.
Yeah, probably.
But I really appreciate you for letting me take the time to get on here, man.
Yeah, anytime.
Yep, I'll go ahead and send the video. You have a good night.
Yep, you too. Good night.
Good night.
Alright, so while we're waiting for him to post the video, actually, let me see if he has. He has not. Okay. Alright, Annie, you're back on the air.
Alright, am I loud and clear?
Yep, I can hear you now.
Perfect. I don't know what was happening. Anyways, yeah, I guess I don't really have a whole lot of new things to add. I think everybody else is on the ball on this one. All I can really say is I'm really disappointed because, funny enough, I was actually one of those people that thought Mama Max was like some kind of one of the good guys or a hero or whatnot, unironically.
Yeah.
Until all this came out.
Me too.
All right. But oh, and just so I'm curious, I've been seeing a lot about Max. I've been active in the comments. Is that really him, or is it just impersonator?
In the chat, that's an impersonator.
All right, totally noted. Thank you. I'm gonna get going for the rest of the night. I hope we chat sometime around, and yeah, y'all have a good night.
Yeah, you have a good night too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. This guy's been waiting for a while. T, you're on the air. I don't see your full name, but hello.
Brother Nier, Leviathans are coming for you.
Oh,
I'm
no.
just kidding, man. What's up?
How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, man. This whole Max thing, oh boy. I've looked at it from all sides. I've seen pretty much all there is to see, and holy crap baskets, man. This thing is a big stinking pile of garbage. All right, he handled this like an idiot.
For sure.
This has been the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. This is probably the first story I've like fully gone into, like just like from all sides, and I'm just like, oh my god, dude. so like this new stuff he brought up calls into question his older content that he's made, and people have been finding out some of his older stuff isn't even like he like made his reality with fakeness and just like claims it as real, and I think it's kind of funny, honestly.
Oh yeah,
like
100%.
This whole thing, man, oh boy, especially the whole Magnetar thing as well. Like just on that stream with Larix, he just continues to say, "Well, he is," and then like, oh
yeah,
boy.
that's so
I don't know.
that's so crazy too. And Larix was like, based on what? And he doesn't even say anything other than like, oh, you want to see his dick?
Then he looks over to the person in the chair. He looks over. He does nothing. He has nothing. Like
he's
Tommy
hiding
C
behind
said,
the survivor.
Yeah, he's just hiding behind survivors. Like Tommy C said years ago that this guy's no good.
Dude, I fucking can't believe I have to give fucking Tommy C the W. I don't like the guy, but he has the W here.
Yeah, that's what I like. Yeah, he could be right on some things, man. He calls people out years ahead of time, and it's just like, oh crap. All right, got it there, Tommy. Yeah, that's all I really had to say, man. This thing is just it's been one hell of a mess. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, how long have you been watching Mama Max?
To be honest with you, I think I watched one video, to be honest with you, and it's because of Nexpo. I was more of like a Nexpo, like Nick Crowley kind of guy. I never really got into Mama Max's stuff, but
yeah, Nexpo for me. Nexpo is pretty cool.
Absolutely. But yeah, it was nice talking to you, man.
Yeah, you too. All right, so did he post the video yet? Okay, he has. Let's pull this video up. So the video from Mr. Sen is titled Mama Max's career is over, and he said the calls at the very beginning, so let's go ahead.
My name is Nicholas Diorio. Before we get started today, I'm going to be clear and concise about what this video will prove. Today, you're going to see undeniable evidence that Mama Max is a complete and total fraud. He is a content creator who claims his platform exists to empower abuse survivors, and the reality is, Mama Max is a liar. His actions in the past and present paint a far more sinister picture. Right off the bat, this video does contain clips of the leaked recording between myself, Mama Max, and Mutahar of Some Ordinary Gamers. If Max has an issue with how he is portrayed in this video, I consent to the full call being released. I am not afraid. In the event where Max tries to bully me with threats of getting my channel banned, this video removed, or anything else through use of YouTube contacts, which he has done to content creators who have exposed him recently, I will not hesitate to drop our full, uncut recording for the entire internet to see. I will not be silenced, and you will get everything that's coming to you.
Damn,
Max
relentless.
is the one bringing the story across to everyone. And yes, if in the
Nicholas Diorio is relentless, dude.
Why is it my job? Yeah, why are you putting it all on me? Like,
because it's your case!
One bringing it. Why are you?
Absolutely, I am the first one.
Good.
Oh, bro, that was my.
Holy shit. Damn, dude. Actually crazy. You could hear him spurking too. Hold on, let me go back. You can hear him spurking in there.
Why are you?
Absolutely, I am the first one.
Good.
Jesus.
Why is it my job? Yeah, why are you putting it all on me? Like,
because it's your case!
One bringing it. Why are you?
Absolutely, I am the first one.
Good.
I am the first one. Good God. Yes, you are the first one, Mama Max. Now actually do something about this case, you fucking moron. Oh, dude, that's wild. Lucas, you're on the air.
Hello?
Hello.
Can you hear me, Ola?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I apologize for the fucking sound quality. It is currently like 1 a.m. My parents are fucking sleeping, so I skedaddled to my fucking basement on my phone. So today we're gonna be using the phone mic.
Alright, what do you think of Mama Max so far?
Like this whole situation, like overall.
Yeah.
Well, I first started watching him when he like made those like Life Sucks videos, but it wasn't really until that fucking Kanye Quest video that like I really started watching him a lot.
Oh yeah.
But after that, yeah, he like shifted over to the whole fucking pedophile hunting shit, and I was all for it, dude. Like the whole like stupid little campaigns he had on Twitter, I was there. I don't know if you were
I
fucking.
was too. I was too.
Yeah, yeah. Like I don't know if you followed me at the time, but because you can't really check anymore because I fucking nuked my Twitter account. I actually got fucking suspended because I think I said some edgy shit like telling people to run over fucking just stop poll protesters or some shit, so I got suspended. But I was there, doing the fucking pick a side YouTube hashtags and whatnot. But yeah, this whole fucking situation is just beyond retarded. This whole like video just falls into the like fucking checklist of your average YouTuber apology video. You gotta have the fucking dramatic size. You gotta have the fucking dead air. And I think one of the other guys mentioned is that like his like girlfriend or whatever the fuck coming in to hug him felt like YouTubers that like had pets in their fucking apology videos to like gather sympathy.
I'm pretty sure that was supposed to be Spencer too, which I don't think that's Max's girlfriend because Spencer's one of the survivors. I think that was Spencer giving the hug. I can't confirm that, but I think that's what it was.
Yeah, I don't know who the fuck that is. That doesn't really change the fucking fact he doesn't address like any of the actual criticism.
No, he doesn't.
He just fucking deflects.
He doesn't address anything specific. He just dodges it and is like just giving off this huge pity party.
Yeah, I think that little shitty fucking edit that took me a grand total of 5 minutes to make just puts it really into perspective. Sorry. I was scared for a second that that little clip with the South Park character with his ass cheeks out would get you fucking in trouble with YouTube.
I don't doubt it, but it's South Park. It should be fine. South Park's on
Yeah,
YouTube
alright.
anyway.
Yeah, here's hoping we don't want to get you claimed.
No, the moment I get claimed, I'm gonna call YouTube pedophiles.
Yeah. Start your own little fucking pick a side.
Pick a side, YouTube. South Park or cringe?
Nah. Alright, hold on. Let me think what else I wanted to mention. This is why I don't like being live, because I'm not able to script my fucking shit, and then I stutter like a retard.
Oh, I stutter too, dude. Don't worry.
Like, bro, when I make my fucking videos, the reason I fucking hate doing my videos is because I'm autistic, right? Well, I'm not autistic. I'm fucking acoustic. Unofficially. So, unless I, like, write out a fucking script, I just, like, fucking sit there with a fucking thumb up my ass. And then even when I do have the script, I have to, like, reread it fucking 3 times.
Yeah,
but
I feel that.
Yeah. But, this whole situation is how have you been?
What'd you say? You kind of were lagging there.
Oh, my shitty phone mic cut out. All right. No, I was asking from a side of this like whole situation. How have you been?
I'm embarrassed to be a former MamaMax fan, dude. Like, this is actually embarrassing.
Yeah, I feel that. Again, I watched the dude a lot within like the last fucking 4 and 5 or 5 years now.
Yeah.
And to see it just go with, like, okay, there's times when you like make mistakes, and this was an opportunity for him to like admit to his faults and whatever the fuck. But instead, he decided to fucking triple down and quadruple down, and he drove the fucking short boss off of a cliff.
Yep.
Straight into the fucking abyss.
Straight into the Leviathans he said it was bringing towards Camden.
The Leviathans will come for you.
Leviathans are coming for us.
Ironically, when I was making that shitty little edit earlier, I was trying to find a clip of him saying that, but I got fucking lazy, so I just said and spliced him saying, "I have to shit."
Anything else you wanted to bring up?
Yeah. I was gonna mention something else, but of course, since I'm fucking retarded, I'm blanking right now. So yeah, some cloud will be nice, and yeah, that's about it.
All right.
Goodbye.
Bye bye. All right. Q, you're on the air.
Hey, how's it going here?
It's going good.
Yeah, me too. I decided to get up and get on the computer here to have a talk with you. I'm disappointed to see what Mama Max has become.
Oh, I'm disappointed too, man. Everybody is. It's actually baffling how fallen from grace he has.
I loved his Life Sucks series. It really got me through some hard times I was going through years ago. And so I stopped watching him, and I haven't heard anything about him for a long time. So I thought about a couple weeks ago I'd check it out and see what's going on with him. I looked up his channel, and I couldn't find his Life Sucks series, so I started looking into it. And apparently he deleted that, and he has all this new stuff out. And it's really embarrassing because what he's doing should be taken very, very seriously to the max. And he's basically just made it into a joke. Like, even before the Camden Gerard, like his other videos, pedophile hunting, and there's even the one video where he's talking about, like, reaching out to hitmen. And it's like, what are you doing?
I heard about that. I forgot to dive into that too.
Right? If his videos get entered into court, whether it's the FBI, the actual cops, CIA, whatever happens, and they bring in that video and they look at it, and Mama Max is going to be charged for attempted hiring of a hitman. Like, I don't understand his logic.
I know, that can actually put him behind bars if people look into that in court.
Well, not just that, but all this evidence he's claiming to have as well. Oh, I have all this evidence. I can't release it, though. I can't give it to anyone. What are you talking about? It's literally illegal to withhold evidence from proper authorities. You could go to jail for a very long time if they find out you had enough evidence to actually go after Gerard Davis and you withheld it from the authorities. That's not good at all.
Not only that, but I really got to drill it in that Spencer came to Max at one point, right? And it took him a few years to actually get into this case. Like, why did it take him a few years to get into it? He should have started from the very beginning it was happening.
Yeah, that's a hard one to really know what's going on with that. Also, like, I don't know how true it is, but apparently he let her move in with him. Like, wouldn't that be a massive conflict of interest?
I'm pretty sure it's true that he let her move in with him.
Yeah, I don't understand where his thoughts at. Like, I get he has a lot of empathy and he feels bad for what these women are telling him. But at the same time, when I watched between Red Pagan Corner and Spencer there, they had their podcast, and I listened to it. And Spencer is talking about how she got pregnant and had multiple miscarriages, and it all somehow happened within a 3-month span. Like, you could go ask any doctor, that's physically impossible.
Yeah, no, that's not possible at all.
You can't get pregnant that often and have that many miscarriages. And even if there was, you would have been to the hospital. Miscarriages aren't pretty. There's a lot of information people don't know on that. And it can cause physical life-altering harm to the mother if there is a miscarriage. So there would be hospital records of all that, but there's nothing.
Yeah, that's another thing too, is that we don't know if anything the survivors are saying is valid. Like, if anything, they could potentially be making stuff up. They could be making stuff up, but the thing is, we just don't know.
Right. I was listening to that 5-hour video with Spencer there a little while ago here today, and she was saying how Gerard was having them go on Kick and a bunch of other apps and making accounts and luring kids in, apparently. Well, then why haven't you contacted your lawyer and gone after these companies with subpoenas to subpoena the servers to get all the data? Exactly. It doesn't matter if you delete it from your account. All that data is permanently on those servers. You don't have access to delete that. That's permanent.
Exactly.
So if all that actually happened, the evidence is sitting there, your lawyer can subpoena that. What are you doing? But no, he goes and makes a 10-hour video of him dancing in front of lights.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, the joke, it really hurts because, you know, I've been going through a rough time again recently, so I was really hoping for those Life Sucks videos, but I got really tossed into this message. What a joke.
Did you notice that all of his videos are public?
Not all of them. There's a bunch of hidden ones. What do you call that on YouTube when he kind of like hides them so you can't really find them? But there's... Yeah, but other people have managed to like re-upload videos and stuff like that.
He's made a bunch of his videos public. Like, his hentai reviews are on there, his Life Sucks videos are on there. Like, all of it's public.
Really? I wasn't able to find his Life Sucks. I actually had to go find re-upload from a different channel.
Yeah, go look at his channel. His videos are back up.
Let's see here.
And I
That's
feel like
interesting.
I feel like the reason why they're public again is because people are digging into his previous videos for like more evidence against him.
Oh, they are here too. What? I just checked a few days ago.
Yeah, it wasn't a few days ago he did it. It was like a few hours ago, I think.
Oh, wow. Wow, okay. Yeah, he screwed up too much, though. This is going to be the end of him. Unfortunately, I really did like him, but this is too much. Even his apology video there. I watched it, and then I rewatched it with your stream, and it's pathetic.
Super pathetic,
I
dude. I don't think there's
to say about it.
I don't think there's a word to describe how bad the apology video was. It wasn't
Right,
even
like
a real apology either.
It wasn't. And then at the very end of the video, he starts rehashing everything from his other videos, like Gerard the pedophile and blah, blah, blah. It's like, how many videos have you watched now of people telling you you're incorrect and you shouldn't be doing that? And then he goes and does it again at the end of his apology video.
And
it's
that's
like
the funny thing too. You know for a fact
what's actually going on.
And that's the funny thing. You know for a fact that he's looking at those videos, and based on that, like, you know what's happening. He's just doubling down on it.
Yeah, it's mind-boggling the shit he's doing. I really can't process it.
You just stubbed your toe. Good for you, Lucas.
Chat.
Yeah.
And I was going to say, obviously the Mama Max channel, that was clearly satire. I could tell right away by what he was saying. But I believe that was actually Red Pagan Corner in your chat. I believe that was the actual Red Pagan. I even went and looked at her channel. It's whatever. I'm not even going to get into that. The person's channel there. And it's the same profile picture and everything.
Same sub
So I don't
same
know
videos.
Yeah. So I don't know for sure, but I think Max is having his friends and his people or whatever go around, and I think they're watching, checking, and recording videos, which I find is really funny.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of damage control he's pulling off right now.
Yeah. Even in
like
his videos,
like I said earlier, like the whole existence of his response towards like criticism and shit. It's a panic response. You know it's a panic response because he knows that people like Mudahar and Diorio are getting their videos out.
Oh, it absolutely is panic. With his apology video there, I noticed how red his eyes were too, but I couldn't tell if that was actually from crying, because he would have a bit of that like discoloration under his eyes from his tears. So I don't even think that was real like red from tears. I think he was stoned. I'm not just like trying to make accusations, but like I've been a stoner for many years. I'm 3 months clean now, and just from looking at him and how he was talking and acting, I'm pretty sure he was pretty stoned for that apology video, and that's pathetic if you can't even do an apology video sober.
That's actually funny. That's actually what happened.
So I don't want to make too many accusations there, but that's just what I think.
Yeah, no, I would have to look at the video again to see how red his eyes are. Because
Oh,
if
yeah,
he was
they're
stoned, that'd be
bloodshot.
pretty funny.
They're bloodshot. The entire video, that's really all I could notice was how absolutely red they were. And I could understand if he was crying, but then you have that either discoloration or that bit of different look, like puffiness around your eyes and below your eyes. But it wasn't. It was just his physical, like the whites of his eyes were just red.
Yeah. But other than that, is there anything else you wanted to add?
No, I think that's about it. I'll probably yap your ear off long enough here.
Alrighty.
Alright, have a good night.
You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Alrighty, last caller. This is the last guy in here. Sergi, you're on the air. He is deafened, so he can't hear me. But if you're watching stream, Sergi, you're on the air. I'll give him like 10 seconds to undeafen. Okay, he is still not undeafened. I will put you on hold. I am gonna I'm gonna look at Max's response again, because I want to see his eyes. I didn't even pay attention to his eyes.
So, I just...
Shut up, Max. Hold on. I can kind of see it. Kinda. It's hard to tell. His eyes still look white, but like if you really like look into it, I can kind of see the redness. Like I can kind of see it. It's not like easy to find, but it's not really easy to spot, but I can see it. Wanted to say you're extra fucking gay. Love from the Shmees. Love you, Shmees. Miss you. Okay. Alright, Sergi, you're back on the air. He said in chat that Discord bugged out, so I dragged him back in. Hello. Can you hear me? Sergi, are you there? Sergi, are you there? Alright, he moved back in. I'm gonna just... I guess I'll just keep him on hold. He might just be having issues with his mic. I want to look at Red Pagan real quick. Someone said check out Red Pagan's community tab. Red Pagan Corner, that's who this is? Who the fuck are you? I'm looking at his community tab, or its community tab. I don't really fucking care what they identify as. I hate people that weaponize their trans identity. It's like pulling a fucking Jim Sterling. Oh, does this bitch live in Alaska? Oh no. They live in the same state as me. I'm scared. Alaska has its fair share of retards. I speak with a survivor of a predatory cult led by a man named Camden Gerard Davis. Her story and the story of so many other survivors was featured in MamaMax's video just a couple of months ago and spawned in the We Are Real movement. Join me tonight as the survivor tells her story. I don't really care much, to be honest. I caught a glimpse of it because I was watching Chris the Narc earlier, right? He was streaming earlier, and I'm gonna be real with you. That one survivor they had on there, they didn't look like a child. They looked like an old person. Like I could pull up Chris's stream at this moment, but like I don't feel the need to because I'm lazy. But like. They didn't look like a survivor to me. They looked like an old person that is completely like separate from this whole thing. They didn't feel like an actual survivor just from their looks. Alright, Sergey, you're on the air again for like the third time. Sergey, are you there? Did they delete it? Delete what? Was there like a community post that they deleted? Sergey, are you there? Oh, I see his outline. Hello? I see your outline being green, but I don't hear you. I still can't hear you. What if we did a different VC? Hold on. Alright, can you speak now?
I think so. Can you hear me? Hello?
I can hear you. Hey!
Okay. Alright, I just need to calm down. I almost had a bit of a gamer rage moment there.
I don't know why changing the channel fixed it, but it's whatever. It's a Discord moment.
I am going to go to whoever owns Discord and possibly give them a rim job if it means it works. I will rim job the Discord CEO if it means my phone will work, damn it. How many nuts do I have to suck?
Yeah, I don't think it should be the furries, man. I don't know if you're into furries or not.
Okay, please, not the furries. Okay, I draw the line there. Anyway, what can I say about Mama Max that hasn't already been said? I mean, I'm glad I never knew. I'm glad I didn't know the guy prior to all this. The only sort of semblance of memory brought over from me would be the pick a side YouTube thing, and that's about it.
Yeah. Have you ever watched Mama Max before?
No, actually, I can't say that I have. And like I said, the only video of you covering the whole situation was the only time I heard of him. And I gotta say, it really does suck, you know, seeing a role model of yours just fall so far from grace.
Exactly.
Or just drop off entirely.
Yeah, it really does suck.
Yeah.
And
you guys ever heard of a little childhood actor named Macaulay Culkin? You know, the kid from Home Alone, the same blonde kid from The Page Master. Classic movies.
Yeah. What about him?
Well, he had a bit of a drug problem, and now he's doing all right. I guess I was trying to figure out a parallel between Mama Max falling from grace and somebody else falling from grace.
Well, at least the actor, came back from that downfall.
Right. We still have yet to see Mama Max come back from this, and if he can, well, again, that's a big if. Because, I mean, if he wasn't making so much money on that Patreon of his, then deleting his channel would have been perfect. But the problem is, that money is going towards, allegedly, towards helping the abuse victims. How do we know he's not using that to buy himself a new Lamborghini?
Right.
I mean, you probably, I don't know if you saw it in the chat earlier, but I said, and I quote, who thought slandering people blindly and taking advantage of abuse victims could be so profitable? Bobby Kotick, take some notes.
Right? And he tried calling out Magnetar and his exes for pretty much doing the same thing when he has been doing it for the past 5 years.
Right? I mean, if there's one thing you should never do is fight fire with fire, because it just winds up burning down the whole world.
Yes.
Just the constant escalation of these horrible actions can only lead to the destruction of everything.
Exactly. It also leads to the destruction of his career, because now everyone's questioning his credibility.
Yep. He basically just did what Gerard the Completionist did, where he essentially just pressed the big red button, nuked his whole channel, and proceeds to blame everybody else for his own actions.
Exactly. I think that sums it up pretty well.
It truly does. I hope he can recover from this, but I seriously doubt it.
I don't think it's happening. I think he's doubling down at some point, and I don't think he's going to.
I think he's going to be octupling down by the time 2024 is halfway through.
Yeah, is there anything else you wanted to add?
My pronouns are twin mill, and I sexually identify as a Hot Wheels collector. Have a good night, kids.
Awesome. You have a good night, too.
Yeah, good night, brother dear.
Good night. My pronouns are kill/yourself. Respect my pronouns or I'll cancel you. All right, that's all of the callers for today, and yeah, I don't think there's much needed to be said anymore. I think I got across everything I needed to, and yeah, Mama Max really has destroyed his own career because he's handled this situation in the worst way possible. Like, there's literally no redeeming himself at this point. It's gonna, if he tries, it's gonna be really, really hard, really hard to redeem himself. Like, I don't think he can really do much to like make up for the mistakes he's done, because he's put the survivors at a lot more risk than they were originally, and he's letting the predator get away. He hasn't even confirmed that the guy's a predator, and he's just letting him walk off because he hasn't done anything about it. Not an actual pedo hunter. He's failing to give the survivors any justice. And with that being said, I think I'm pretty much just repeating myself at this point, so I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. Thank you guys so much for the support. It really does mean a lot to me. We got like... How many new members did we get? We got a lot of them. We got like 8 or something. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we got like 8 new members in the server. Like, thank you guys. That was pretty cool. All the support. But yeah, that's going to be it for the stream. Please like and subscribe. Sign up for memberships if you want to support me even more. But it's all of that's optional. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Peace out.